How's it going, everybody? It's Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So as the week has wrapped up officially and it's Saturday, I figured let me break down 5 stocks that I'm looking at for trades right now whose charts are looking pretty interesting. We're going to break down the charts, of course, go over entry, exit points, my thoughts, all of that good stuff, guys. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to take a sip of your coffee, by the way, and get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit. And get this, guys, your uninvested cash on the platform will earn 8.1% APY. Use that link down below, the QR code right here, or simply go to stasurfest.com/Moomoo. Get your money, guys. And with that being said, cheers again. Let me actually take a sip of my coffee. Nothing hits better, man, than a sip of Sunday morning coffee. And let's dive into it. So you guys probably know at this point, the stock market has been kind of flat over the last couple of days. If I pull up the 10-day chart on SPY, we hit an all-time high on the 20th of June, about 10 calendar days ago, and we tested that point again right around 550, 551 on Friday morning, and we failed to break out, right? You guys can see that very clearly here. So we've been trading pretty flat, right, across, the last couple of days in this channel right here on SPY, and it's the same thing pretty much on Triple Q. If I pull this up, you guys can see on that same day, this hit an all-time high at 489, and we tested that point roughly yesterday in the morning. We failed, and we've been trading in this channel for about, 5, 6, 7 trading days, however long it's been. And with this, guys, with the markets being flat, there have been a lot of stocks that have taken a beating that I want to break down in this video that look pretty decent on the chart. So let's dive into it without wasting any more time, folks. Stock number one is Morgan Stanley. And by the way, banks are about to kick off earnings season very soon here, as they always do. And then we have big tech earnings coming up later in July. I think the first one is Amazon, I believe. I forget what company reports first. Actually, no, maybe it's Google. Either way, banks are kicking off earnings. Then we have big tech coming up very soon here in a couple of weeks. And Morgan Stanley's chart looks pretty interesting here, guys. We hit $103 per share back in the middle end of May, about a month and a half ago. And then we ended up selling down to about $94 by the middle of this month. About 10, 12 days ago, we hit that point. And notice how we've been making slight higher lows over the last 2 weeks on Morgan Stanley. And on Friday, we hit over $97. We broke over the moving averages, had a nice 1.5% green day in the midst of an overall red day, may I add, for the overall indexes, right? So Morgan Stanley clearly is holding an uptrend, no doubt about it. You guys see that. In fact, again, we're making higher lows, and now we're bouncing off that trend. And in my opinion, guys, if this breaks over $98, which we're about to test probably this upcoming week, $98 being a big resistance over the last couple of weeks, pretty much over the past month at this point. If Morgan Stanley can get out of there, guys, we might be seeing something like this. Dare I say a move back over 100, maybe towards 102, 103, and this might happen. It's not guaranteed, obviously, but this might happen maybe even before earnings, as we do have about 2 more weeks of trading before earnings. They're set to report on the 16th of July in the morning. So stock number one, Morgan Stanley, I'm setting my alert at $98 per share. If we're able to get momentum, like I said, out of that point, there could be a nice trading opportunity, in my opinion. These are all my thoughts, my opinions, guys. Trade at your own risk. But I think we could make a move towards $103 per share and trade in this window on Morgan Stanley. Stock number two is Zscaler is the company name, and this thing has been very beaten down from 260 down to about 160. It lost about 40% of its value, deep in a bear market. It's still in a bear market, but what we're noticing is after Zscaler reported earnings about 2-3 weeks ago, it's been reversing, right? We hit 160, earnings came out, boom, we ran up to about 180, and now we're pushing over 190, and notice we're slightly above the highs, not fully breaking out, but we're slightly above the highs from the middle of June. About 2 weeks ago, we hit 190, 192. We're testing that point again, and I'm thinking, guys, if we get out of this resistance, who knows where this could go, right? There could be a lot of momentum in the short term on Zscaler, again, ticker symbol ZS. And let me see if I could pull up these earnings right here, guys. Looks like adjusted EPS. Again, this was about a month ago. It came in at 88 cents, which beat the 66 cents expected, and revenue also beat $553 million versus $535 million expected. So nice double beat, and it looks like guidance was pretty solid as well, pretty much right in line for the current quarter for EPS and for revenue. And again, the stock's been on an uptrend, the up and up, since that point, since earnings came out. So let me set my alert at $193 per share on Zscaler, as even though it's run up a lot in the last couple of weeks, overall it's still very beaten down compared to where it was months ago, right? So ZS, dare I say, could be getting ready for a move over 200. Let's see, guys. Let's see how it plays out. The next stock here is Advanced Micro Devices, which I'm personally in. It's a new position for me, more of a long-term investment. I started buying in the mid-150s, bought some more at 160, and we've been pretty flat for a couple of weeks at this point, almost 2.5 months. It's been stuck at around 160, 155, 165, and ultimately, I don't think that's going to last for long. I feel like we are getting ready for a move, something like this, maybe towards 180, 190 bucks, maybe over 200. Baby steps, baby steps, guys. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves here, but could we break out towards 180, 185 in the short term? I definitely believe so, guys. And looks like based on Friday, we went up 1.7%. We broke and closed over both moving averages here on the 4-hour chart, which is great technically speaking. And on the 3-year chart on AMD, guys, it looks like we're holding the highs from a couple years ago, being about 160, right? Notice how we've been consolidating there for a couple of months. We're holding that old all-time high from 2021, almost 3 years ago. We're holding that as support, which is great sign, a great sign for AMD. And yeah, I think we're getting ready. It's only a matter of time for the leg up. When will we get it? That's the million-dollar question. I don't know, but what I do know is I'm accumulating shares here as it is, kind of consolidating. It's flat, and I'm getting ready for that move up. And by the way, AMD is set to report earnings here pretty soon. It looks like in August, I believe. No, the last day of July after the bell. So in about a month from now, we're getting AMD's earnings, and we'll see how those play out. So the next stock here, ladies and gentlemen, is Micron, ticker symbol MU. You guys probably saw earnings came out recently. They were pretty good. Guidance was strong, but the stock, well, it was too overbought. Let's be honest. It was way overbought heading into earnings, and the earnings weren't that amazing to push an overbought stock even higher. So naturally, we got a sell-off, right? We got a nice pullback towards the 180 moving average on the 4-hour chart here, and you guessed it, we're still holding an uptrend. It looks like this could be a nice dip buy opportunity. We have to wait, though. Be patient. Let's see if we get the bounce, the confirmation. Right now, all we're really getting is some consolidation post-earnings. We just got their earnings, guys, so let's be patient a bit here. Who knows? We might be going lower, but as of now, 130's holding, so let's see if we get a nice pop here, maybe for a move back towards 135, 140, maybe for a nice continuation play. So Micron Technology, MU is the ticker. Looks pretty interesting here on the dip, guys. It's definitely on my watch list. And the last stock for the list, folks, is Deckers Outdoor Corp, ticker symbol DECK, which this one went down 3% on Friday, and overall it's down about about $150 per share from the recent high. We hit $1,100 back in the beginning of this month a couple weeks ago, and now we're down a good 12%, or we're in correction territory from that point, right? And notice the uptrend still holding. We're above the 180 moving average, which has held for the entire year pretty much. So let's see if we get buyers to come in, maybe some consolidation around 930, 950. This could be a nice potential entry point for a swing trade potential. Not telling you guys what to do, obviously. This is what I'm thinking. Maybe for a move back over $1,000 per share. And Deckers Outdoor Corp, they're set to report earnings on the 25th of July, so less than a month away from now. So those are the 5 stocks I'm looking at, guys. Morgan Stanley, Zscaler, AMD, Micron, and Deckers Outdoor Corp. What do you guys think? Do you own any of these? Let me know in the comments down below. And before you click off the video, feel free to check out my Patreon for my updated trades, the Discord chat, and my portfolio, kind of what I'm doing there in real time, plus updates every single week. That's linked down below, and you might as well get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit. And get this, guys, your uninvested cash will earn 8.1% APY right now. It's unbeatable, guys. This is free money, so use that link down below, the QR code right here, or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. Get your money. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you in the next video.